Guys, this is Mr. Josh EJ, and this is your driver ratings and team ratings for the Spanish Grand Prix. All teams and drivers covered as we rate them out of 10. Now, of course, a couple drivers took part in FP1 this week. So, Nick de Vries, 8. To outperform Nicholas Latifi, absolutely fantastic. And also, the Red Bull driver, who's a junior driver for Red Bull? Hibbs, that's it, 0. You cannot be last in the Red Bull, I'm sorry. I know he's on a completely different program to all the others, but you simply cannot be last in the Red Bull, I'm sorry. So 0 for Yuri Hibbs. And now to the normal drivers. Max 10, yes, I give Max a 10. P2 in qualifying and P1 in the race. Obviously couldn't go any faster in qualifying because he had that loss of power. But dominated the race. Once Charles Leclerc retired, he absolutely dominated the race. Obviously very angry that his DRS wasn't working, and rightly so as well, because it was so frustrating for him. Obviously, when it got sorted in that, overtook his teammate Sergio Perez, he actually went wide, Max into the gravel because of a gust of wind. Caught a couple drivers out, also caught Carlos Sainz out as well, in the same corner in the gust of wind. But now leading the championship by 6 points, I believe, Max Verstappen. So overall, a great weekend to Max. Perez, 8. Yes, I give Perez an 8. Marking him down a bit because he was shocking in qualifying. What was that all about? P6 in qualifying, but P2 in the race. So he actually did well in the race. Confirmed as a number 2 because, unfortunately, it's what it is. Very unhappy he was not allowed to race Max Verstappen. He said on the team radio, "We'll talk later." Yeah, that's not a good look, is it? Red Bull hanging the number 2. But it is what it is. That's what they choose to do. So, 8 for Perez. Charles Leclerc, 10. Yes, I give Leclerc 10. P1 in qualifying, but then unfortunately in the race, retired due to an engine failure. Absolutely heartbreaking for Leclerc. He had that race under control, dominating the whole race. And then what happens? His Ferrari engine decides to mess up and he had to retire from the race. Devastating. Carlos Sainz, 7. Yes, I give Sainz a 7. Obviously P4 in the race, but obviously, again, made a mistake in the race, so that's why I'm marking him down. P3 in qualifying and P5 in the race. So, in the end, decent. P4, sorry. Yeah, it's P4 because, Hamilton had to concede the position, so Sainz finished P4. So, 7. Lewis Hamilton, 7. Yes, Hamilton, I give a 7 because once again, he got out-qualified by George Russell, had contacts with Kevin Magnussen. Such a shame because his race pace was absolutely phenomenal and the Mercedes upgrades clearly works this weekend. The porpoise in the stops, they're much faster in the straight line, so that's great to see. But 7, I think that's a fair score because P5 in a race, great recovery drive, could have got P4 but had overheating issues with the car, so had to concede the position to Carlos Sainz, which was a shame. George Russell, 10. Yes, I give George Russell a 10. P4 in qualifying, P3 in the race, an absolute animal. The way he defended against Max Verstappen. He's absolutely fantastic, George Russell. He really was. That was great driving. Max obviously had DRS issues, but still, great defending by George Russell. And re-overtaking Max and At times on the limit, but fair by George Russell, I say. So yeah, 10. Lando Norris, 8. Yes, I give Norris an 8. I mean, he actually finished out P8 or 9, but he was unwell during the whole race, so that's why I give him 8. Daniel Ricciardo, 6. I mean, absolutely nowhere again. Just what is going on with Daniel Ricciardo? It's such a shame. Fernando Alonso, 7. Yes, I give Fernando Alonso a 7 because obviously you had to mark him down. I mean, my goodness me. Wow. Just terrible in the moment. I mean, but in the race, that was good recovery because he took an engine penalty and got up to P9. So Alonso finished P9 in the race. Well, not is a terrible qualifying, but yeah. Esteban Ocon, 8. Yes, I give Ocon an 8. You know, I thought he did very well in the race. Yeah, so good result by Ocon in the points. Nico Hulkenberg, no, sorry, not Hulkenberg. It's because I still have his name written on the paper. Sebastian Vettel, 3. Yes, I give Vettel 3. Shocking pace by the Aston Martin. It's dreadful. And again, Lance Stroll, I give him a 3 as well, because, yeah, shocking pace by the Aston Martin. Pierre Gasly, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, what on earth is going on with Pierre Gasly in the moment? He's just not performing to his usual standards. I mean, he's one of the stars of the season last season, but this season, he's been shocking, Pierre Gasly. What is going on with the Frenchman? Yuki Tsunoda, 7. Yes, I guess Tsunoda 7. Outperforms Gasly all weekend. So fair play. Valtteri Bottas, 9. Yes, I give Bottas a 9. P6 in the Alfa Romeo. That is absolutely amazing by Valtteri Bottas. Completely different driver in the Alfa Romeo. He really is. Guan Yu Zhou, 5. Another DNF for Guan Yu Zhou. I mean, that's his 3rd of the season. He's got to start getting results soon. Kevin Magnussen, 5. I mean, he had his race ruined really after the contact with Lewis Hamilton, but in qualifying, really good. I mean, qualifies very high in qualifying. Mick Schumacher, 6. I mean, both passes into Q3, but unfortunately, Mick didn't quite have the race pace. Leclerc Latifi, 6. Yes, I give Latifi a 6. Now, Latifi is a driver who I give a lot of stick, but give him credit, yes, he absolutely outperformed Alex Albon. So fair play to Leclerc Latifi. Alex Albon, 0. Absolutely 0 for Alex Albon. No doubt his worst weekend yet. I mean, just where was his race pace? Absolutely nowhere. I mean, I believe he finished last. So yeah, shocking for Albon. Way below his usual standards. Team ratings. Red Bull, 10. Yes, a 1-2 for Red Bull due to Charles Leclerc's DNF. Ferrari, 10. I mean, dominated practice, dominated qualifying, but then unfortunately, not such a great race. But they were very strong this weekend, Ferrari. They'll be gutted about that retirement. Mercedes, 9. Their best weekend so far. Straight line speed, much better. Porpoising gone. I definitely see progress in the Mercedes. McLaren, 6. Norris, fantastic points. Ricciardo, poor again. Alpine, 7. Really good points. And then Aston, 4. Dreadful. AlphaTauri, 6. Yuki, good. Gasly, terrible. Alfa Romeo, 7. Valtteri Bottas, unbelievable. Haas, 6. Really good in qualifying, but terrible race for them. Williams, 6. Yeah, I give Williams a 6. I mean, yeah, Latifi, poor in qualifying, but good in the race. Albon his worst weekend so far. So there you have it. That's the driver ratings done. Team ratings done. On the Spanish Grand Prix. Join me on Thursday for a preview to the Monaco Grand Prix. That was the best Spanish Grand Prix since 2016. Bye-bye.